Hi and welcome to my demonstration of the Behringer WASP. One of the reasons why I'm showing this off now is because it's going down in price. It's £121.50 from Gear for Music, and that's without the post and packaging, which I thought was very impressive. This thing has never been lower, and it sounds absolutely amazing. And the good news is the retriggering issue when it first came out is long gone. This is a 24,000 plus model, the latest model and the latest firmware, and any sort of hardware tweaks are, have all been taken care of. This thing has never been at its prime until now. And what I'm going to do is show you some of the patches I've been putting together. Unlike other WASP videos, though, that concentrate more on ambient drones and things like that and effects and stuff, I'm going for a more synth-pop, synth-wave type sound, because very few videos deal with that. So I'm going to show you some of the sounds I've come up with. Let's start off with a nice octave bass sound. Oscillator 1 will have at 8 feet, and we'll choose the saw waveform, and we'll bring up the mix on oscillator 1, and the oscillator 2, not quite so strong, and we'll pull the oscillator 2 down to 16 feet so we get a nice octave sound. We should have something. Very nice. Okay, but let's shape that filter down so it's nice and dull. Bring the Q up a little, keep it on low, and put the decay up a bit so there's a bit of give. Same on the amplifier as well. Full sustain, attack 0, and don't put it on repeat, just put it just before it, and then we'll whack up the filter control. Classic synth bass, classic synth pop, classic synth wave. Brilliant, excellent. Okay, let's try another synth bass. Oh, actually, before I do that, there is one thing you should be aware of with the control envelope for the filter. We have no sustain like you do on the amplifier, but there is a way around it. I'm going to show you that now. If you listen carefully, have a listen to the bass now, and it'll just die down to a very dark sustain. Or there's barely anything there, in fact. But you can negotiate. What we can do is whack up the filter and then back off from the filter control. Like that. So you've got a decay and then you've got a sustain. So in a way your filter becomes a sustain. It doubles up as a sustain knob because we don't have one. But that's a way around it. Okay, let's move on to another octave bass, what I call Octave Bass II, which uses square wave. Let me just bring that in. I'm working off a patch that I've got. Okay, so we're going to go 16 on the feet on oscillator 1. We'll keep it on saw wave. We'll bring that up a bit on oscillator 2. And we'll go down up to 8 on oscillator 2, and we'll switch to square wave. Now that's a clean square wave, okay? That's not pulse width square, which sounds more like a pulse width or a rectangle. So that one's a clean one and that one's a pulse width one, but we're not messing with that yet. Okay, let's put a bit of frequency on here, bit of noise. There's our LFO. Let's bring that down, bring the Q up a little bit there, keep it on low pass. And a little bit of filter control for the LFO, make things a little bit more interesting. I think the envelopes are fine as well where they are. So you get a nice punchy bass. And this has got a 12 decibel filter, non-resonant, well it's resonant but you can't create a sine wave. It's not self-oscillating, but who cares? I mean, a 12 decibel filter, at least in the 70s, was well punchy. Very usable indeed. Awesome. So yeah, there's a more of a Octave Bass 2, which is more of a square wave octave bass. Awesome. Okay, so that is an Octave Bass 2. Let's try a lead sound. Oh, actually, more interesting. Let's try a pad. I've got a prototype, sort of Blade Runner-y style pad. Now it is a prototype. It doesn't. It's difficult to get that sound, especially with a WASP. It's not really designed for that, really. But you can do something similar. Okay, so we'll go 4 feet on that. Keep it on Synthwave, and put the mix roughly in the same area. Stick that on 8. That's on 4. Pitch. We'll mess around with that. We'll go to Synthwave again. Ooh, nice bit of frequency. Okay, so and then a bit of pitch. Like that, no noise, put the cutoff up, just a little bit of Q, keep it on low pass, and there's a little bit of LFO on the filter control, and a little bit of LFO for the for the ADR. All right, decay. So long decay on that, actually, if I mean. And then this way gets a bit more interesting. Attack on the voltage control amplifier, almost at maximum, not quite. Again, you'll tailor it to whatever your taste is. Make sure the sustain is up. Now, it's not amazing. It is monophonic, but and it is a prototype, so. Experimental. I'm still working on it, but you know you could do pads. There you go. There's a single note pad. There we go. What else? There's a really nice. We can show off that resonance sweep because it has a very unique filter. Let's do a nice resonance sweep. So on the feet on oscillator 1, we're going to go to 16. We're going to go square wave. Let's bring the oscillator 2 up a bit. Keep that about quarter past. And we'll stick that at 16. Actually, keep it there for now. Let's have that on a Synthwave. That's fine. Frequency up again. Bit of pitch. Don't worry about noise. Now this is where the Q goes right up and you get that lovely coarse sound, which originally I wasn't actually into. I wanted a mini Moog type sound, but I realized the Crave pretty much already has that sound. I thought, no, let's be different, let's grab something different, and so the WASP was perfect for that. And I really haven't looked back since. It's just amazing. I love this thing. I can't stop using it. It's amazing. It's one of the best synths out there, man. This is so of its own kind. Let's try that. Puts a TB303 to shame, doesn't it? Well, maybe not. But there you go. I think that let's do a lead, and that should cover most of what should do. You got your classic Moog style lead, even though it's not a Moog. Sorry, I should say I'm English. Okay, let me just bring those down a bit. Sorry, and we go to number 4. Frequency, pitch down, and a nice bit of cut off there, so plenty of that, and then a bit of Q, a little bit more than usual, and that goes there like that. Bit of decay, a little bit of decay on the filter as well, There we go. So kind of a lead sound there for kind of a lead sound. I haven't been messing around with the bandpass filters and stuff like that, but I'll quickly show you the bandpass filter. Awesome. Notch. Now, here's the thing. As far as I know, the original Deluxe did not have notch on there. I can't be 100% sure. I know the original WASP didn't. But the WASP Deluxe, the big one with wooden cheeks and everything, did not have the notch, I think. So that's an extra from Behringer. And then there's high pass, which sounds amazing. And there we go, that's the Behringer WASP. And like I said, right now it's £121.50 without post and packaging from Gear for Music. And I want to show you one last thing. It's one of my favorite patches. This is an awesome patch. I love this patch. I'll show you. You're going to love this. Right, to 32 feet, and then we're going to go enhanced waveform. Put these mixers on oscillator 1 and 2 on max, and 16 on there, and right about there would be good. And then enhanced, oh no, saw wave, that's it. There it is on saw wave. These are a little tough at the moment because it's still fairly new. And then we'll whack that right up. This is the frequency growing. It's an amazing tone here. So we're using the LFO now. This will sound amazing. It's really cool. Reverse saw, and then we'll put that up on here so that then sends that information to the envelope, like so. What else? And then we just got to set the thingy bob, the old cut off and resonance or Q-ness, and then we'll bring that up. So we're now manipulating the filter as well for the envelope. I think it's about there, something like that. This is a bit rough, but it'll give you an idea. It has got these repeat knobs, but it is 70s technology after all. You can't sync it to a DAW, that's too modern, so I don't really see the point in them, but it's where it goes da 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 like that. Not really. Yeah, I suppose it might be good for creative purposes, but that's about it. Right, oh, and the glide goes up maximum. You get effects like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.